Cam Barr for Cam's Mortgage Minute. Hey, I've had lots of folks inquiring about restructuring, revamping debt and stuff, so I thought I'd run through an example today of what it can mean when you look at this kind of an option. I took an example of a client we had dealt with before. They had a mortgage of about $325,000. They took it out about 3.5 years ago. The rates were around 4.5%, and the payments were $1,638 on that. They had a $13,000 car loan with about $254 in payments. There was $3,000 in a credit card, which was about $151 a month because the rate was pretty high. Line of credit unsecured for about $8,000, which was about $350 a month as well. They were making in payments. So all in total, they were paying $23.93 a month. Okay, so that example is $23.93 a month coming out of the budget. Now I looked at revamping this whole thing under today's low rates and said, well, if we kept the amortization the same as what they had, a 30-year mortgage, and kept this at a same 30-year mortgage, the payments would work out to $1,541. That's correct. That's a savings of $852 a month. Now, some of you would say, well, hey, that's insane. You're adding all this other debt to their mortgage and stretching it out over a long amortization. You're right. However, what we can do with that is that $852, if you had room in, let's say, your RSPs or some other creative options, we could leverage that money and basically allow you to be in a better spot. Or it may be a situation where you temporarily need this cash flow because, let's say, somebody is getting less hours of work or for whatever reason. But the reality is it's a good solution if, again, the money is put to use somewhere smarter, or it's not used so you could buy more things and basically incur more debt. Now, I looked at some other creative options with this and said, well, what if we shrunk that mortgage down to 25 years? Well, that would mean $1,722, in other words, a savings of $671 a month from the original amount. However, now we've taken 5 years off the original mortgage and wrapped in all the little small debts as well, so your cash flow is still great. Now, I thought I'd take it a step further. What if we took that same $325,000, that's the mortgage, all the other debts, and now did the mortgage over 20 years? Well, 20 years, the payments would be $2,000 a month. Compared to our original $23.93, we're still $393 a month less. However, we've now taken 10 years off the mortgage just by looking at restructuring and revamping everything and tweaking it. So if this is something that could work for you, you've got a whole host of different little odds and ends for debts, and you want to have a chat and see if we could help you with your individual situation, don't hesitate. Give us a shout at the Auxilium team. Auxilium, as you know, means simply to care, aid, assist, and support. And that's what we do day in and day out. And really, basically a restructuring of debt is a great time right now because, let's face it, rates are still at record lows. And the options are immense, and this gives you a great opportunity to improve cash flow, utilize the money elsewhere, or even smarter, reduce the overall amortizations, basically saving you tens of thousands of dollars over the next few years. Anyway, it's been Cam, and I will see you again.